running it back, never a cap, out of the drought. Watching me ball, soon as I snap, hit of the pack, walk for the sack, shaking them all, breaking them off, talking my talk, walking my wall like I do. Sit on the throne, get in the zone, turn it on, must be the shoes, must be the team, must be the camp, must be the crew. You need a win, who need a win, that's all we do. I've been a king and I've been about mine, never could doubt mine. They running the route, I leave them outline when I hit them. Step on, spin move, in zone, scope for sideline, a touchdown, I put on a show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off and go. Step on, spin move, in zone, scope for sideline, a touchdown, I put on a show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off and go. Putting it down for that, time I was down and out. Had to bring grinding back, doing the drills and working the wheel where you're grinding at. You know what it be, playing this here for the keeps. Had to make out with a feast, a family to feed. Third cold where the trophy should be. EA got me in the game now. Read on with the game now. They're hearing with a lane now. My home second with a rain now. Legendary on the field, kind of drip is a skill. It's the highest cruiser bill, ain't nothing just to heal. Step on, spin move, in zone, scope for sideline, a touchdown, I put on a show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off and go. Step on, spin move, in zone, scope for sideline, a touchdown, I put on a show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off and go.
Flag on the play.
Yeah, yeah.
That's a flag on the play.
Yeah, yeah.
Flag on.
With the beautiful Puget Sound just to our west, you get a look inside Lumen Field here in Seattle, Washington. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Miami Dolphins and the Seattle Seahawks. The shadows starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on and he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. And look at this. Right away, a loose football. And this is brought all the way back. A fumble recovery and taken to the house for a Miami touchdown. So problems here on special teams, and it results in the scoop and the score.
They talk all the time on special teams about keeping your head on a swivel, trying to see the whole field. Hard to do when things are going that fast, bodies all over the place. You're just trying to find the right guy to align yourself with. On that play, wow.
Lutz good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0.
Set to kick off.
And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Fielded in the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25.
And that's good.
Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Rashawn Gary in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Flushed out right. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. And it's 3rd down.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. They'll set up a throw. Airing this one out for Evans. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
The first carry now for Tony Pollard. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Check 26, check 26, check 13, check
Justin Herbert looking to throw on 2nd down. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. So, CD, his very first pass of the afternoon intercepted.
And I know that's a major surprise for any quarterback because, look, let's face it, no one thinks about throwing interceptions. But think about all the warm-up that we saw, right? Every pass he threw wasn't a single interception because, oh, that's right, there were no defenders out there. A little bit different when there's live guys out there chasing the football.
Henry on 1st down, not finding much running room as he pushes forward for a yard or 2 at most.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Check 3, check 31.
On 2nd down, it's Henry. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. That time a little misdirection really seemed to fool the defense.
And think of it this way. From the time you're in high school, you're taught to watch film and pick up tendencies. Sometimes they can use those against you, though, when they break their own tendencies and hit you back the opposite direction, huh?
And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
I remember watching Derrick Henry come out of Alabama and sitting with some scouts, and one of the debate points with him was, while at Bama, how often did he have to deal with contact near the line of scrimmage? They were so good up front that he often got to the 2nd level pretty easily. I think he's starting to answer those questions with runs like that. He's a physical guy.
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. All day, dog.
And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. It's the fullback. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. Is Mason Crosby for the point after. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the 1st quarter, and we're tied 7-7.
Mason Crosby set to kick off.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
21-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, it's almost football 101 that you preach to your safeties. Don't let anyone get behind you. You're the last line of defense. But he didn't let the play come to him. He went to the play. How about that read and recognition and finishing off that one behind the line of scrimmage?
And the result here the same as the last play. Another tackle behind the line of scrimmage by this Seahawk defense. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. A shotgun snap for Herbert. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
And he's heating up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
On 2nd down, here's Henry. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives them a 1st and goal.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all.
Taken down right.
They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal.
On 2nd down now, it's Henry. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all.
Chase Young.
No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. Here's Henry. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Derrick Henry, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks have taken the lead.
Well, they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times, that's a passing play.
The kicker just has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Flush to his right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. To throw again. Herbert. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Through 1 quarter, 14-7 our score. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now Pollard. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
A gain of 4. And it's 3rd down.
Herbert. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th. They snap it to Herbert. And they're going to try the screen. It's complete. But he will be stopped behind the line as he will not come close to the marker. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because...
And that's caught inside the 30. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A gain there of 30 big ones.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Back to throw now on 1st down. They set up the screen for Henry. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2. And it brings up 2nd down.
Derrick Henry. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd.
On 2nd down, it's Henry. And they'll get him down right about the 20.
Derrick Henry, the ball.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
On 3rd down, Henry. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Mason Crosby on for the field goal. A 38.
The kick by Crosby is good, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coach is always talking about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
Now, that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They find themselves down 17-7 as they start this drive 1st and 10. Keeps himself upright. He's going deep for Brown. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Marquise Brown was the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
On 2nd and 10, the ball back with Herbert. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A gain there of 21 yards.
1st down, Miami.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
On 1st down, Justin Herbert. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Cameron Jordan wreaking havoc with a sack. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Here's Herbert. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Herbert. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking, because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
So the previous play, a big help, as now they'll have it 1st and 10 up at the 20. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Check, 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 check. Alert three. Rush in, rush in, rush in.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Rashawn Gary in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 10-yard line. It's a gain of 5. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. The CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Gain on the play brings up 2nd and 10 at the 45-yard.
On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
On 3rd down, it's Pollard. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. They run the counter. Pollard. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Working with a 2nd and 4. They'll try the air now with Herbert. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. For Pollard. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter.
A 34-yard attempt.
And Lutz's kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. The Dolphins down on the scoreboard, but they'll have it first as we get going in this 3rd quarter. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30.
At their own 31-yard line.
The trapdoor's supposed to be awkward. If you know, you know. That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive. Herbert has it knocked free. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they bring this one back. It's a fumble recovery and a Seattle touchdown.
Mason Crosby for the extra point.
This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room. Boy, they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
Extra point up and good by Crosby. And the lead now up to 14.
Mason Crosby set to kick off.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
18-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And that last possession, really a gut punch. You seemingly had it working. You were in the midst of a very strong drive, then suddenly the fumble, and you're watching the back of the defender's jersey as he brings it all the way in the other direction.
There's not much more I can add to that. I thought you summarized it perfectly, partner. You've just got to regroup and start putting another drive together. That's all you can do.
It's 2nd and 8.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Going to run again here with Pollard. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right. It might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's a quick throw out left. It's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion. That's how you draw up the run-pass option right there. You get a chunk play out of it.
And you know quarterbacks love to throw the RPOs because oftentimes they're in-breaking routes, but receivers love it even more. The ball gets to them quickly, allows them to put some moves on in the secondary.
He's checking.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Herbert. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Cameron Jordan in there for sack number 127 in his great career, moving him past Kansas City Hall of Famer Derek Thomas on the all-time list.
15.
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down. And that'll set them back 5. after the delay. They're backed up even further for 3rd and long. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Looking left side, and it's complete. Past the 20. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It's a big play here for the Dolphins on 3rd. 54 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
Ball carrier.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Here's Pollard again. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. Back to throw here, Herbert. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown.
Touchdown.
An 11-yard touchdown. And the Dolphins able to get this back within a touchdown. Those are the touchdowns that aren't just scored on Sundays or on Monday night. Those are the ones that are scored during the week because they had that preparation and a great route run.
Oh, I love that observation because you don't just roll out on game day and say, okay, go run this route and let's get it done. That means exactly what you said. The practice had to occur beforehand, which led to the timing, which led to the touchdown.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive 1st and 10. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Here's a 2nd and 7. He'll buy some time right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 24. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll keep it on the ground. Pollard. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Now it's Herbert. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. Here's Pollard. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Cameron Jordan able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
4th down.
Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's Dolphin football, but they trail here as we get set for the 4th.
Will Lutz on for the field goal. A 30-yard attempt.
And Lutz puts this one through. And that'll bring him back within 4.
24.
So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, you know, 4th quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
16-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. On the run, he'll let it go deep. And got his man complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 30 big ones.
Running their plays over and over during the week can often get robotic for an offense, but on game day they can often flow smoothly, as that one just did.
Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. They'll run it again with Henry, and he'll get it down here to the 43. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. On 2nd down now, it's Henry, and he'll get this down close to a 1st down at about the Dolphins' 29. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to, and it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 15-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
the give. This is their fullback. And he stopped immediately there.
Chase Young.
Tackle made by Chase Young.
No gain on the play. Brings up second and
This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on second down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. The second down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there.
Brings up third down and 9.
The Seahawks on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 9. Again, it's Henry. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
16-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Herbert. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. Now it's Herbert. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. A first down carry for Henry. Oh, he sheds himself free. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Derrick Henry with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. Now Crosby for the point after. And the lead is up to 14.
Makes the score Seahawks 34, Dolphins 20. Mason Crosby set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Herbert setting up to throw on first down. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as it'll come with an even 90 seconds remaining on the clock. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. They'll run with Pollard. Michael O.J. Mudia with the tackle. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
O.J. Mudia. 1 yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9. At the 40.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. Hollywood Brown, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it. Unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
On 3rd down, Herbert. He gets it to Brown, complete. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
He's going to let it fly. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A gain of 37. Herbert throwing again toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Complete in the end zone. Brings up 2nd and goal.
The line of scrimmage once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. To the air again, Herbert. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
And incomplete. It's 3rd down and goal from the 5.
3rd and goal. And keep in mind, very possibly 4-down territory. Herbert back to the air. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Michael O.J. Mudia. And that will write a finish to this ball game. So the victory here for Seattle. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
No, without question. When you force 4 turnovers, you get to enjoy the sport.